If you're a victim of identity theft that has resulted in unauthorized charges on your debit card, unauthorized ACH transactions out of your account, or unauthorized transfers out of your account using a P2P service like Zelle, you're probably wondering, am I entitled to any of my money back? The short answer is yes, but it depends on how quickly you dispute with the bank. My name is Dan Schlanger. I'm managing partner at Schlanger Law Group. And we're going to go over the basics you need to know regarding the timing of disputes with unauthorized transactions. So let's take an example. Somebody has their savings account drained by an identity thief using one of these methods I just discussed before, a debit card, an ACH transaction, or a P2P service such as Zelle. So if the victim notifies their financial institution within 2 business days of finding out, and it's not more than 60 days after they've received a monthly statement showing the charges, then their liability is capped at $50. So if they had $50,000 in their savings account and the entirety of it was drained by the identity thief, as long as they dispute quickly within 2 days of finding out, 2 business days, and not more than 60 days from that monthly statement going out, they're entitled to all of their money back except for $50, meaning if it was $50,000, you would be entitled to reimbursement by the bank for $49,950. Now, let's take that same example, but say the person doesn't notify the bank within 2 business days of finding out. They're still within that 60-day period, but they've waited more than 2 business days. They're still in pretty good shape. Under those circumstances, the victim would be entitled to all of their money back but for $500, meaning in the example we're using, the victim would be entitled to reimbursement by the bank under the Electronic Funds Transfer Act, which is the law that covers all of this, to $49,500 back. Not too bad, right? Now, it gets harder if the victim waits more than 60 days. If the victim waits more than 60 days to dispute the charges with the bank, and I'm talking about 60 days from the transmittal by the bank of a monthly statement containing the unauthorized charges, then the rule is as follows. The transfers that occurred between days 0 through 60 are still subject to the $500 cap, meaning you would be entitled for those transfers, you'd be entitled to all of your money back but for $500. However, transfers that occurred from day 61 on, there would be no cap to liability. Now, there are other rules that could provide you with relief. There's a variety of provisions in the Electronic Funds Transfer Act that might give you a basis for some recovery as to those later transfers. That, however, is beyond the scope of today's talk. We'll cover that in future videos. Have a great day.